with S.A. Crow. It's good to see you all. I'm sorry I wasn't here Saturday. I spent the weekend in bed. Lots of fluids, lots of rest. Huh?
Turn up your vocal volume a little.
My vocal volume a little? How's that?
Give me a moment.
Jen says I need to turn up my volume. But I got it way up in here.
Yeah, you're a little better.
Little better? Are we not doing the right thing?
Oh, chance. Well, let's see.
Let's
I'll try.
see. How's this?
There.
That's better?
Yeah, I had the volume
Okay.
on the TV low.
She had the volume on the TV low and was yelling at me. This morning I am drinking Earl Grey, just a second, by Ahmed Tea. And this is awesome. Thank you for the Sips box, girls. That was beautiful. It is so good. This is really good Earl Grey. So yeah, today I was going to show you guys how I've been editing. That has actually been making it easier for me and quicker for me, because if some of you...
Set the timer?
4?
Never mind. I forgot.
It's Monday, Jen.
Are we sure?
Yes. Yes, it is Monday, Jen. She wants it to be the weekend for some strange reason.
Who doesn't?
Well, I want to get things done today, Jen. But what I'm going to show you today is how I've been editing this book, book 3, and getting it ready for ARC readers. It is, some of you may know, if you're new, hi, I'm S.A. Crow. I am a dyslexic author, and so what that means for me is that the editing and revision stages are the hardest stages for me. I can draft like nobody's business, but when it comes to editing and revision, that is the harder part, because my brain has the movie in my head of the book. I know what's supposed to be on that page, and so when I'm looking at it, sometimes I'm looking at it from here, not actually what's on the page. So there are several things I've done. If you don't have any idea, I've also written a book called The Book-in Revision Technique. It's where you take your book, you break it up into each chapter is a document, and then you only work on one chapter at a time. Check out that book. Go to Amazon.com, type in Book-in Revision Technique by S.A. Crow, and you can get that book. I also teach that workshop. If you would like to book that, you can book that too at link down below, buymeacoffee.com/SA Crow, and you can buy that workshop. So that method really helps for the first revision passes really well. But I'm on the later revision passes and edits now. So that takes a little bit different cause. And so I have been using 3 sites to help me with this. And the best present my roommate ever got me was ProWrite. So I'm going to share with you guys what I do. So let's see. Google Doc. Okay, so I use Google Docs, and this is the manuscript altogether. Hold on, let me pull up. 28 is the one I think we're on. Yes, 28. So this is chapter 28. I always start in Google Docs. And so I check all of my formatting a little bit in here. So, like if I have text messages or anything like that. So then I copy and paste this. And I put it over here into ProWrite just the chapter, and I have it run its basic edits, its basic thing. So I have it run that, and it'll have stuff like this, style guide stuff. And things like that. If you haven't played around with ProWrite, give it a try. Remember, it is not foolproof. I mean, it is not the end all be all. Make your own choices too. So I will do that just to check some things. Then once I've checked and changed anything, I will copy and paste it, put it back into my Google Drive. And then what I'll do is I will download this chapter as a text document or as a document. Because then I'm going to go over to Claude. And this is Claude.ai. And you can put a whole file in this up to a certain amount. And so I have a prompt that I use, and then I add the doc, and then it gives me feedback. So it's telling me overall. So it's like one of the things is there are a lot of characters introduced in a short span. It may help to provide small reminders about who some of the minor characters are and their as they're reintroduced, and then ways to improve it. So for me, I have some repetitive stuff, overused names and dialogue tags, draw out some reactions and emotions more, things like that. So I'll go back to ProWrite because the chapter's still here, and I'll start adding in things. The reason I do it in ProWrite and not Google Docs is because, again, I'm dyslexic, and I want to make sure if I misspell something or, if that sentence isn't making sense, it helps me change that. So that's how I've been editing using 3 sites. You don't necessarily have to use these 3 sites. You don't necessarily have to use Claude, ProWrite. They are not sponsored. You could, but AI they're not telling me how to write the thing. They're telling me what could be better. Things I might want to consider. So they haven't rewritten anything for me. And they're making sure that they don't do anything because they see this as my material and they're not going to mess with it. So yeah. And then once I'm done, I'm putting it all in one document. I wait till the very end to do this on Google Docs. And I will tell you that story. So hold on a second. Let me get rid of this window. So let me tell you the story if you haven't heard about this.
Way back in the day.
So when I wrote my first book, Into the Fire, I was sharing the document with my developmental editor. Brilliant person. I love her to death. She has touched every single book I have done in some way. And so I was sharing the document with her, and we got to a certain point where all I needed to really do was approve some of the things she had changed, or leave some notes or whatever. And I went to do that, And Google Docs said, you don't own this document. You don't have the right to do that. What? What? I looked at the owner, clearly said me, but Google Docs wouldn't let me make any changes. So it held my document hostage. So from then on, I decided that we fixed it. We got around it, of course, because Into the Fire is out. But yeah, it was a nightmare. And so I have decided from then on in Google Docs, I don't put it in one document until I am completely done. And I don't share that document. Just to make sure it doesn't happen. Because that sent me into a spiral of depression. I was depressed. So that was the first nightmare of many for that book. No, that was the second nightmare. The first was unrealistic deadlines. When you're first starting out, you think you can, oh yeah, no. This is so good. Again, that's not sponsored by Sips or this brand at all, but this is Ahmed T. London Earl Grey. Ahmed T. London Earl Grey. So good. So good. And I'll try to share that in the description, or in the description later. All right. So, what else has been going on? Oh, my Brandy. Hi, sweetie. Hi. You'll have to watch the replay. I don't know if you watched all of the how I'm editing, but I did describe it. I did do it. I did tell everybody. Oh my gosh. So, what else has been happening? So, let me slow up that slideshow, because that slideshow is really fast. Okay. All right. There we go. Wow. It's don't forget to sign up for the ARC read. You can do that at my website, authoressaypro.com. No, I missed it. Forgot to unmute speakers. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. It's there. Wait, did I slow it down too much? Okay. But you can sign up for the ARC read. The Raven's Cookbook is the third issue is coming out. It should be up this week. I am going to attempt to get a spiral bound version, and I will tell you where you can order that. I should have that information by next Monday. Kay says, hey, popping in real quick, busy with stuff, but just putting this for the watch time. Aw, thank you, hon. You're so sweet, Kay. Let's see what else is happening. My planner sale is still going on. So if you want the planners, if you want, I also have the astrology seasons book and the reading journal that are out. If you want those, they are on sale from now until I think the end of February. I think so. Yeah. The end of the sign up for the ARC read is the end of this month because it starts next month. So yeah, so excited. I gotta put all that up. Yay. Can't wait. So I will be releasing the cover. If you are on my street team, you've already seen the cover for the new book. Really excited. Let's see what else has been happening. I've been dealing with dopamine. Yeah, I've found something that gives me dopamine, and I have been watching things instead of reading. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I've mostly been watching anime. We just started a new one last night. Let me see if I can find the title of that one. So we've been watching Bungo Stray Dogs, Cherry Magic, which is dropping, Heaven's Official Blessing, which drops every week, and I think those are the only two that, yeah, because we finished a series. We finished Free Rien, and we finished what was the other one we finished? We finished another one. Oh, and we're watching Given. Um, oh, we're watching A Sign of Affection, Bungo Stray Dogs, and Given. We finished Free Rien, and we finished. No, we finished Heaven's Official Blessing. We finished it. Um, so we're watching Cherry Magic, Bungo Stray Dogs, um, A Sign of Affection, and Given. Anime. So those are the animes we're watching. Blue Eyed Samurai is amazing, Kay. I know. If you have not checked out Blue Eyed Samurai on Netflix, do it. It is awesome. Do not watch it with your children unless you want them to see adult content. Because there is adult content. It is not a children's anime. Do not watch it with children. I wouldn't recommend Given with children either. Because I know it's a BL story. Bungo Stray Dogs? I don't know. There's a lot of violence in Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah, there's no nudity.
There's no nudity. There's just a lot of violence. And a lot of, like, really great backstory. I love a long con. So then we are also watching, we finished Bedfriend, and which was a Thai romance, a romantic comedy, I should say. And now we are watching, we finished The Man Who Defied the BL World. We watched season 1 and season 2, which was hilarious. Highly recommend it to Rach, my favorite Rach D. Adams. I highly recommend it because it was hilarious. We're now watching, oh no, we just finished one. Yeah, we just finished that. We're going to be watching My Beautiful Man. Because we had enough comedy. Now we're going to have some hurt comfort. So yeah, My Beautiful Man. We've got 3 seasons of that. Well, actually, we got 2 seasons and then a movie. Which the movie is a continuation. It's the 3rd season. So yeah, that's what we're watching. I am personally watching. Oh, what am I watching again? I'm on Vicky. I am currently watching Theory of Love. I kind of gave up on Step to Step, and I am watching Theory of Love now. I didn't realize you guys could see my screen. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I finished that one. I need to add that one to my finished list. This is just one channel that has a, yeah, I need to, because I've binged a show over the weekend, but it only had 8 episodes, so yeah, I hope that one gets a sequel or something. So yeah, do this. Less of my screen. There we go. There we go. Ooh, nope. I am so in there. Okay. Let me see if I can move that up. No, I moved me up. Where's slideshow? Go up there. There we go. So yeah.
Your screen is back on TV.
Huh?
Your other screen is still visible.
I know, I know. Wonder if I do this. There we go. Ta-da! But yeah, so that's what I've been watching. I haven't been reading anything. I've got 2 books. Well, one is a graphic novel, but the print is really small. So I'm having a hard time. I have an eye doctor's appointment coming. Or I may just need to go grab some readers because the print is really small in that graphic novel. And so I'm having a hard time with it. And I'm reading King of Wrath, which she has the sequel to, the next book in that series. So I need to get on to finish reading that. But I've been doing other dopamine. Oh, so good. Oh. Okay. Are we ready for the read time? Are we even ready? All right. Read time. Okay, we're on, if you are new to what's happening, on Tea Times, I read from my books, and we are reading The Fire Inside, which is book 2 of the Fire series. And if you would like to hear the previous chapters, there is a whole playlist on my channel, Tea Time in the Fire Inside. If you would like to hear me read the first book, Into the Fire, there's a playlist for it as well. And there will be a playlist for the next one, of course. So we are on chapter 20. This is an Anna chapter. The wind changes coming down from the north and bringing the temperatures to manageable levels as November passes. It has only been a few weeks since we learned about Leah's murder. I try to put it out of my mind and be in the moment, but the enormity of it threatens to drag me down every day. Closing my eyes and drawing a deep breath, I listen to chittering birds splash in the bouncing fountain on the quiet edge of the Sundance Square. I'm watching people pass by as I wait for Landon on the Bird Cafe's outdoor patio. Wait a minute. No, I think we're further than this. We are further along than this. Hold on a second. I am so sorry. We are on chapter 26. It is an Anna chapter. I am so sorry, but I have fixed it. Sun slants through the blinds and into my eyes. Memories flood my mind as I remember finding Emmanuel in my apartment with a gun. A cool breeze slides across my body and I realize I'm naked, laying on a twin mattress on a concrete floor, a large drain in the middle of it. Peering around, I see black soundproof tiles on the walls and the foam triangles pointing into... Hold on. We are on chapter 24. Wow, I'm really off today. I'm so sorry. Again, but we fix it. We fix it. The drive back home from Azel seems to take no time at all. Travis sings about a relationship moving in circles on the home album on my player. I first heard his band Home on an episode of Justice, the crime procedural drama show he stars in. It was lovely to get to know the band while in Washington after listening to their music for a few years. Turning into the parking lot, shivers race down my spine. There are still moments that catch me and remind me of that horrible night Sebastian took me. Drawing a deep breath and squaring my shoulders, I unbuckle my seatbelt and climb out, locking my car door behind me. I expect to see anyone standing in my doorway, watching out for me. I'm hoping to miss them. I hope they'll come by and visit before they all scatter to their various lives. The door slides open at my touch to reveal deep red rose petals scattered on the floor. Tony mentioned he had a surprise for me. I try to calm the startled butterflies in my stomach. I can do this. I can live without fear. I don't wish to ruin the romantic evening he has planned. He must think I'm ready to handle something like this. If that's the case, I'm going to prove him right. It would be awesome if we could have our first night alone since Seattle. The sweet aroma of the roses fills my nose as they crush under my feet. Candlelight flickers on the walls, and the instrumental music swells in the air. The herbal scent of Italian spices mixes with the roses as I draw closer to the open living space. Did his mom cook for us? The tune changes to a song with deep bells and brass instruments. This piece reminds me strangely of a thriller movie soundtrack and sends another batch of uneasy shivers down my spine. The room opens before me, candlelight the only illumination. The last few steps bring me in full view of the dining table, and I'm prepared to see Tony waiting for me. Instead, Emmanuel, Sebastian's brother, is standing in the candlelight. His dark blonde hair is as neat as his banker's suit, a smug, self-satisfied smile on his face. My heart races and my eyes dart around the room looking for an exit. Well, hello, Anna. Look at all the trouble I went to. He motions with his arm at the food, candles, and rose petals. You really shouldn't have, I reply, weighing my options. Is the door out into the building's interior hallway close enough for me to make before he can catch me? How did you text me with Tony's number? I ask, as my mind continues to calculate my chances and choices. Oh, we don't have time right now to go into all the details, he says, confirming my assumption about the text. He pulls a pistol from inside his suit pocket. The hole in the barrel seems huge as I stare into its dark depth. You're going to play nice and do what I want, aren't you, Anna? His tone is condescending. Or you'll kill me? The gun point puts a stop to my calculations of escape, and I hold myself staring at him wide-eyed with fear. He laughs, and the sound is terrifying enough alone. It's so close to Sebastian's mad laugh that night. Who would guess you can get two crazy children in one family? No, Anna, I won't execute you. However, I have no problem hurting you. Besides, shooting you somewhere it'll hurt will be a thrill. So please, go ahead. Try for the door. He nods his head towards the nearest one. I know he means it. He wants me to suffer. The enjoyment he'll get out of it is written all over his face. He's daring me to take the chance. No, I think I'll listen to what you have to say. I take a few steps closer to the table. Can I sit down, or should I continue standing? I need to do whatever I have to keep him from hurting me too much. It will help my chances of getting away at some point. Take a seat, please. He gives me a wide smile, as pleasant as if we're having a quiet dinner. As I take a seat across from him, he continues. You'll make a great bride for my brother. You owe him that, Anna. He tells me while he pulls a ring box out from his other jacket pocket. My body is shaking a little. I can sense it in my fingers, and I clench my hands into fists in my lap. I thought elements of this seemed familiar. I remember that night. I came home enraged after learning I couldn't get the money back from the flight to Paris. I had missed the auction for the antique lace, and there were roses on the table and candles lit around the room. Not caring, too caught up in my anger and the years of built-up frustration, I broke things off with him on the spot. Yes, he was going to propose to you that night, and now we can give him what he deserves, though his taste is deplorable. He slides a box across the table in my direction. Put it on. I pick it up, the blue velvet soft in my fingertips. Popping it open reveals a single small diamond on a thin band of gold. Put it on, he shouts all at once, causing me to jump. Studying him across the dining table, I take out the ring and place it on my finger. Good. Now for a little proof that I get what I want. Then I get what I want. He gets up from the chair, reaches behind him to pull out a camera that must have been hanging on a strap. Moving in my direction, the gun focused on me the whole time. Stand up, he barks at me like I'm a trained dog. I rise slowly from my seat as he raises the camera and takes 2 quick shots, putting one instant photo on the dining table and pocketing the other. Now it's time for us to go. All your silly little guardians will return and ruin all my fun. Approaching me, he smirks as he pulls a needle from his pocket and rips the safety cap off with his teeth. He injects the contents into my shoulder, and a sense of slipping away hits me, muscles giving out as I fall into his arms. It's like the stuff that Sebastian used, but stronger. That's the last conscious thought I have before complete blackness fills my vision. So that was chapter 24. So we'll have chapter 25 next week, and that is Tony's chapter and about what happened when he gets back to her place and finds her gone. So sorry for a small spoiler. But yeah, again, sorry about that, but we got it fixed. We're on the right chapters now, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. I hope you enjoyed tea time with me. If you haven't checked out Sip's tea subscription, not sponsored, it's an awesome tea subscription. Gets you some samples of teas from other places that I normally wouldn't have bought from. So check that out. Thank you to my lovely mods who did that for me for my recovery. It was lovely to get those boxes, and I am slowly drinking them for you guys every week. So I will see you next time. Thank you, sweets.